No, 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 no.
Stay savage, stay savage. This is your boy ShinoBeenTrill. What's poppin'? Today we are back. And guess what? We running it up. We getting back on our motions. Today we got Boruto episodes popping off. We got shit going down. I'm like, yo, what's up with this? Like today it was just pretty chill, and then it just all of a sudden, bam, we get some shit from Urashiki and Gaara, like a moment, you know what I'm saying? We got some stuff in today's episode. It was pretty juicy in its own right, and they did the movie some justice the way they added in there. And then they kind of seemed like they prolonged the fight with Shinki and the boy Metal Lee, you know what I'm saying? But it showed a little bit of weakness for Metal Lee. Like that shit was fucked up. Like they did my boy bad as hell, son. Like Rock Lee, you know, he was out there fighting Gaara on some fucking crazy shit. Gaara was trying to murder him, like, but Rock Lee was not giving up, but he was cold with it though. But like Metal Lee, he was just fighting, you know, and this dude was just on defenses really, and he just snatched the shit. I was just like, damn, that's fucked up. And the rules kind of made it bad for Metal Lee, you know what I'm saying? And probably if it was an all-out fight and he was already trained up, then yeah. But I feel like Shinki is way more mature and way more smarter than, like, I said more smarter. I think he's more tactical than motherfucking Metal Lee. You know, Metal Lee is just attacking, you know. You saw this man had blood on his knuckles. Like, this shit was pointless. Like, he was just punching iron sand. It was like, what the fuck? So, I don't know, guys. Today, we just got some shit and we just gotta kind of flow with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you look at today's episode and you watch how it all planned out, like, tell me, like, what did you really feel about it? Because, like, you got to see, like, the nostalgia of the movie factor when they went in there and captured the flag. They was, like, stacking shit up. You know, they was just trying to run it. Like, and to see the new adaptation of the stuff from the movie with like the Urashiki scene, like that shit was kind of weird or some shit, because the way Gaara was just chilling in the cabin, like, you know, Urashiki walked in there, but Gaara didn't even stand up. Gaara was just like, bro, I think what it was, Gaara highly underestimated Urashiki. That's what happened. We don't know what the fuck he exactly took from him. It looked like maybe it was like some chakra. Maybe he was going stored, or maybe he was secretly giving it to Momoshiki, and that's how it's going to contribute to some other shit that they have in the manga. Because, like, I do know there's like this thing in the manga that didn't happen in the movie, and I'm not trying to spoil it for your anime watchers, but most of you guys probably know what it is for Momoshiki, and maybe that contributes to that, or maybe he's doing some shit on his own. Because you guys look at him, he looks sly, but he keeps referring to the boy Momoshiki as his superior. He says he's working for his superior. So I mean, Momoshiki is clearly the one he was referring to as his superior at one point. Now he could have another superior, because there is the main branch, you know what I'm saying? Or he could be working with the Gaara. We don't really know what the fuck is going on with this man Urashiki, but we do know he talks about Momoshiki a lot, and I do think Momoshiki is the superior. I think he's just like having that personality that makes you want to think and speculate. Because every time you see Urashiki, dog, he always seemed like he's just up to no fucking good. Like, he's like Swiper no Swiper from fucking like Dora the Explorer. It's like no swiping. Like, get the fuck when you see Urashiki, dog. Because when he came in there with Toneri, he did the exact same shit, dog. Like, he literally came in there with Toneri, he hooked him, he froze that nigga, and that was a wrap. Like, he hooked in this bitch with Gaara, you hear me? He hooked him through the sand, he yanked whatever the fuck he needed out his ass, pulled it to himself, you hear me? And then it was like, alright, see you later, I'm out this bitch. Like, he just literally strolled out both times. Like, before he just jumped onto the moon and he was just gone. Like, dude, looking at this man is like, what the fuck? Like, seeing this character pop up and just do shit like to other characters that we've known for a long time, just sitting there always like being strong, training, you know, basically going through like the hardest shit. Because Gaara went through dying and coming back to life, you know. I feel like once you die and then you come back to life, like, your life has changed, like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, in the Naruto world, this shit happens. Like, if this shit was to happen in real life, you would be a whole different person. You probably see this shit in a whole different lighting, you know what I'm saying? But, like, to see that, like, with this man coming back, he's strong, right? Now, looking at Boruto and what I know about him in the manga and looking at him in the anime, I'm honestly looking at Boruto like he real pathetic, like, you know what I'm saying? Because this starting to make me remember, like, how much of a little bitch Boruto Boruto actually was when he first popped up. Like when everybody first seen Boruto, we had this distinguishable hate for Boruto. I'm not gonna sit there and tell you guys no lie. I didn't always like Boruto. I grew to like Boruto. When I first heard Boruto's like English dub voice in the game, I used to roast this kid. Like I used to make fun of Boruto. Like that's why like I'm supporting the anime now, because it's like when I look at Boruto and I look at how he changed in the manga, it really shows me how he's like progressed. Like to just see him always whip out this tool every time he's backed into a fucking corner is really starting to get under my skin, because it's like, Boruto, what the fuck? Your dad is destined for greatness. You are destined for greatness. You came into this world with these abilities and talent. You got the Jogan secretly that nobody don't know about. You can possibly do shit if you actually train. But if you look at Boruto, we don't really see this little dude train nowhere up until like Sasuke pops up. Like before, it was just like school, academy, you know, he had to do that shit. Like after that, like after those hours was over, he wasn't training. Like we seen Naruto steal a scroll. This nigga was training all night to learn something. Like, you know, they have moments where people was sitting there training and just training. Like Sasuke would disappear because he was training. Naruto would disappear because he was training. Like, you know what I'm saying? Boruto just goes on missions. Like that's what I've been seeing. Like he just goes on missions. I never seen Boruto actually train, except for that one time he told them about him potentially having a Byakugan, fought against Hanabi. But like, you know, then seeing him pop up and like fighting against the Mist triplets and shit like that, it was just like, okay, you know, you just whipped out a scroll while Sarada and Mizuki out here beating ass. But it shows like how he really had to catch up to them, because in the beginning Boruto really didn't have like much gas left behind him in terms of a shinobi. You know, he 4 shadow clones, he can do a Rasengan barely. And then if you look at how he excelled and what they tied in with the manga with him using a lightning style, you know, because he actually knows how to use lightning style like on his own. You know, you've seen it with the lethal Boruto stream when he projected himself with wind style and then engulfed himself in a stream of electricity while holding kunai to amplify it. And if you guys look further in the manga, there's like other shit, but like this man is really like fucked up, because it's like, yo, why are you using this scientific ninja tool? It's starting to get on my nerves, really, guys. Now watching Sasuke and, you know, Chojuro have this meeting, I know this review is like all over the place, but I know watching Chojuro and like Sasuke have this meeting, and that shit was with Gaara, it was like really cool to see like these dudes on some adult type Kage level type shit, just kind of all of the moms just chilling. But why only Chojuro? Why didn't they tell like Dadari? Why didn't any of the nations pull up? Like, why? What is the isolation with the other nations, bro? Like we see Chojuro's connection, and I knew the Mist connection was gonna be real tight, because you always saw Mei. Like Mei was always like connected with the Leaf after like finding out about like the past and, you know, learning the ties and just getting cool. Like, because you gotta think about it, the Mist was fucked up, and that's something we saw with Kagura, and we saw that like arc that was in the anime. But like now to see Chojuro all cool and shit like this, like buddy, you know what I'm saying? This shit's weird, because we know what we know about Zabuza, we know about the 7 swordsmen and shit like that. Like this clan was fucked up, and now to see them just talking cool on some homie type shit. On top of that, you know, Sasuke tried to kill these people multiple times, so it makes it even worse, because if you remember, Sasuke attacked, you know, for Danzo, but he ended up fighting the Kage who was just after him. He didn't give a fuck if they came at him, he attacked them, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, obviously he was pushed into a corner, but even still, like Sasuke wanted to kill them. Like this nigga was fucked up. And now to see them like cool and just, you know, talking about fucking diplomacy and talking about like governing. Sasuke's views is like my views. Is like, dog, government is just annoying. Like governing is just pointless. Like, and then everybody's like, damn, that's fucked up. But that's how like I think too. Like to see him say that shit, it was really like weird, because, you know, it adds a slice of life factor to Boruto, but it's like putting it with the fucking original characters that we know from like, you know, childhood. Like seeing Sasuke talk about government was like something I didn't think I would ever hear. Like, you know what I'm saying? And to see, you know, Gaara and them talk about it, it was like, what the heck? Okay, now we get it. But like they like got Sasuke more in the fucking circle, versus Sasuke would have been off on his own, not trying to talk about anybody. He's just, I'm gonna kill Itachi, I'm gonna kill Itachi, like that type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But overall, it was pretty good. I think the performance of all this episode shit starting to execute well, even though, like, you know, they taking a bit of clips from the movie, which we all know, but at the same token, it does give its own flair, and, you know, it gives its own light into the show. So I do like that aspect that they, you know, added and contributed with that and shit like that. So I mean, just let me know your personal thoughts and personal opinions on how you feel about it. Me personally, I think this episode was pretty decent. I like how they prolonging things. They're starting to extend it really well. Like, I'm gonna say this for the most part. When I used to watch Dragon Ball Super in the beginning, I couldn't keep watching it when they did the adaptation for the Battle of Gods. Don't get me wrong, I love the Battle of Gods movie. You know, the animation for that movie was really good. Like, I fuck with it. Like, a lot of people didn't like it, but I fuck with that movie. You know, I like Super as a whole, but like to see how they like putting the movie into like the anime, but it's like fluent, like it looks like it belongs, versus some parts of Dragon Ball Super was like kind of forced. Like, you know, that's why a lot of people called out the animation early on in it, but that is something that's subject to change. That's something we can see like go in a different pathway in the future. You know, like anime develops, it just changes, you know. But that's, I think Boruto did a good job of doing that, but maybe keeping like some of the extra filler, like that souvenir strip shit like that down, it'll be fine. But overall, this episode was really good and it fulfilled the needs like of the movie and like the manga at the same time, is extending like on the development of each character and seeing like how Boruto really is. Like, you know what I'm saying, as a kid, like it stressed a big point that Boruto really has to cheat. Like, nobody is actually talking about this, but Boruto is really cheating throughout this whole exam. Like, it is really wild and they letting this go. Like, nobody catching this nigga. Like, this shit is funny, but like, you know, overall I'm rocking with it. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure you hit a thumbs up, and until next time, my name is ShinoBeenTrill. Stay true and stay real, and I'll see you guys later. Have a blessed day. Bye.